Hello, how you doing? So today what I want to do is review another drugstore product, another NYX product. These are the new Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealers, and I already made a mess of mine. Cool. I have worn them, so this is not a first impressions, this is overall a review. So really I want to kind of give you a breakdown on how I feel about the product, how it wears, apply it on my face so you can see what it looks like, show you the versatility in this, and yeah, just go from there. So if you'd like to see all of those things be described and shown, then go ahead and keep on. So today, what I'll be doing is reviewing the NYX, the Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealers by NYX. Basically, I got the 3 shades. One is to kind of conceal, one is to highlight, and the third is to contour. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I already have my foundation down. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro in Natural 11. And I just blended this out all over my face, and now I want to go ahead and use the concealers. So kind of I'll be using this shade, which is in soft beige, kind of around my nose and where I just need a little bit more coverage. And then I'll also swipe this under my eyes. This I want to apply anywhere where I have kind of more red areas. The lightest one, which is Alabaster, I'm kind of gonna mix right underneath my eye and then right here. And I'm gonna put it on my chin too and a little bit down my nose. So the lightest shade I'm using to strictly highlight. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna blend these out. And talking about the formula, it is like the perfect creaminess. Oh, it's so good. It's honestly the best drugstore concealer that I have tried. This is a banger for the company. Like, just look at how nicely and quickly that blended out. The colors really mesh together really evenly. It's not chunky. It doesn't feel cakey. It's not super oily. It's super high coverage. So I did wear this all day yesterday and there was no budging, no moving, no cracking, no sinking into my fine lines. It stayed perfect all day long. And then the dark shade I'm kind of going to use as contour. And I'm gonna do it very sparingly at first because this is definitely a really dark color and it's super pigmented, so I want to make sure that I'm starting slow and then building it up. Ooh, I'm gonna be looking super bronzy. So technically when you're using a concealer for your face, your concealing shade is going to be the same or as close as you can get it to your foundation. Your highlight shade is going to be 2 shades lighter than your foundation, and the contour is going to be 2 shades darker than your foundation. So this product is like so sold out that I had very limited selections when I went to buy it. And this is what I could get, and I think just for, you know, having this is not 2 shades darker. This is much darker, but it's just going to make me look really nice and tan, and going slowly and using the product in little amounts is going to really be the key when it comes to this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the concealer and I'm going to kind of clean up. And this is probably way too much for my good. But whatever, we're just gonna get high coverage up in this bitch. I want to make sure to blend these two out. So that really there aren't any intense, like, stark lines. So now what I want to do is set my whole face. So I'll be using the Lancome setting powder. And I'll be taking a big fluffy brush and I'm going to pat under my eyes first. And then do that and then pat out, just because this is the area that basically sat here the longest. And I want to absolutely make sure that everything is nice and ready to be set without being in my fine lines. And that my face is set, I'm going to go and use a bronzer. I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm going to use the same big fluffy brush to kind of very gently go over the areas. And I'm going to do just the slightest bit of contouring. So I'm going to go in with that same chocolate shade, and I'm taking a more like dense brush, which is the Luxie 522. I'm going to slightly go over the areas. and go under my neck. I'm going to take a little fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to highlight with the Amrezy highlight and just go right over my cheeks, right above my eye, a little bit over here. And I'm also going to set my face before I go and do anything else with the Lancome setting spray. I'm gonna go and finish my face off, and I will be back to kind of wrap things up and give you my final thoughts on the Can't Stop Won't Stop NYX concealer. I am obsessed. Let's be real, I'm obsessed. This is definitely the best concealer that I've used from drugstores ever. And I think that it's better than some high-end concealers. I like the texture, I like the consistency. It's not too oily, but it's like the thicker kind of formula, but it blends out beautifully. It doesn't feel very heavy. I used a lot of it on my face, like because I did the contouring and concealing and highlighting, but I don't feel cakey at all. I think it looks really nice and seamless on my skin. It meshed really well with obviously a very different brand's foundation, and I was able to really do a good seamless job of highlighting, contouring, and concealing. So this is so affordable that you can buy 3 for the same, if not lower cost than a one high-end concealer, which is really amazing. It makes me really happy. So these do retail for $8.50, whether it's your NYX store or Ulta or any drugstore where you find NYX. There are 24 different shades. And this is a match 24-hour full coverage concealer, and it absolutely stands up to what it claims to be. And I will definitely be using this, and yeah. I actually am very curious to try out the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation at this point too, so maybe I'll pick that up and do a review on that. I'm really excited to have another drugstore concealer besides the Maybelline Age Rewind, because that's not as high coverage, but NYX is just a bomb company, and it makes me really happy to see them flourish and get better and better with every year that they're creating products. Let me know if you've tried this down below, and let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Peace.